Good morning, or good afternoon. This is cause number 2020-68274 in the interest of Alan Corona. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Yes, I do.
Ms. Ibarra?
Yes, I do.
All right. Ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
My name is Nelly Ibarra, and I am Alan Ibarra Corona's mother.
All right. And representing the state.
Vita Sharma for the state, Your Honor.
All right. And court will note that the non-custodial parent is Nelson Montiel. Mr. Montiel was personally served on March 26, 2021 at 5:13 p.m. at 14922 Mission Hills Drive in Houston, Harris County, Texas. And he has not filed an answer, is that correct? Or appeared?
Correct, Your Honor.
We'll proceed by default.
Yes, Judge. I'd like to call Mr. Arnold Barrera.
All right.
Mr. Barrera, please state your full name for the court.
Arnaldo Barrera,
And where are you employed, Mr. Barrera?
the Office of the Attorney General,
What is your position there?
Child Support Officer,
What are the natures and duties of what is the nature of responsibilities as a child support officer?
conduct investigations on calculating child support and retroactive child support.
And have you received special training to calculate child support in compliance with the Texas Family Code?
Yes, I have.
Have you calculated child support in this matter?
Yes, I have.
What are your calculations?
Current gross income of Mr. Montiel is $3,166 after taxes and $140 for medical support. His net income is $2,545.97. Child support should be $509 to begin December 1st, 2021 and monthly thereafter.
Okay, and did you calculate any retroactive child support in this matter as well?
Yes, the retroactive child support time period is from December 2017 to today, November 17, 2021, based on what his employers reported as income. The retroactive judgment would be $26,145 to be paid out at $180 per month beginning December 1st.
Okay, thank you. Judge, I pass this witness.
Ms. Ibarra, do you have any questions of Mr. Barrera?
No, sir.
All right. May we excuse Mr. Barrera, Ms. Sharma?
Yes, Your Honor, we may.
All right. You're excused, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Ms. Ibarra, how many children are here before the court again?
Say that again, I'm sorry?
How many children are we here for today?
One.
And can you please restate your child's name?
Yes. Alan Ibarra Corona.
Okay. And are you married?
No, ma'am.
Were you married at the time the child was conceived?
No.
Who do you allege is the biological dad of your son, Alan?
Nelson?
Was there DNA testing done for Mr. Nelson Montiel?
Um, he didn't show up yet. Yes. Why?
Okay. Was there DNA testing done as to an Aaron Martinez?
No.
Okay.
That was stepdad.
Okay, that was stepdad. Okay.
Yeah, that was
And
stepdad. And he's deceased.
how do you, okay, and how do you know Mr. Montiel is the father of your child?
Because he was the only one I was dating after the breakup with the other parent that was excluded, Jesse.
Okay, and are you asking the court to change your child's last name?
No,
Okay, and who makes the day-to-day decisions for your child?
I do.
Has Mr. Montiel helped you at all with any of the decisions or parenting for your son?
No, ma'am.
Do you believe that it's in the best interest to have you as sole managing conservator for your child?
Yes,
And do you believe it's in the best interest to appoint Mr. Montiel as possessory conservator?
what is that word again? What
For
does
him,
that
for
mean?
him to have visits with your son?
Oh, yes.
And how would you like these visits to be established between Mr. Montiel and your son?
If possible, supervised. If it's up to the judge.
Would you like these visits to be supervised through the Harris County Domestic Relations Office?
Yes.
And why do you believe that's in the best interest of your son?
His background.
Whose background?
Nelson's background.
And can you explain what that background is?
Yes. He's a lifetime sex offender.
Okay. As a part of his sex offender registration, is he prohibited from being around children under the age of 18?
I don't know.
Do you know if he is prohibited from having any visits with your son?
No.
Okay, so you believe that the best way for Mr. Montiel and your son to visit would be through the Domestic Relations Office in Harris County?
Yes.
Okay. And are you asking the court to approve that order for those visits?
Yes.
Does your son live with you?
Yes.
Is that in Harris County?
Yes, that's correct.
And are you asking the court to have you maintain the child's address in Harris or surrounding counties?
Yes, here in Harris.
Okay. And has Mr. Montiel provided any financial support to you or your son?
No.
Has he paid for any school supplies or clothing?
No, ma'am.
Has he provided any support for medical insurance?
No.
How is your child covered under health insurance?
Medicaid.
And are you asking the court to order that Mr. Montiel reimburse that at $140 a month beginning December 1 and every month thereafter?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to approve the back support that you're asking for from October 23rd, 2016?
Yes, ma'am.
And that amount is for a judgment of $26,145?
Yes.
And are you asking the court to order Mr. Montiel pay that at $180 a month?
Yes.
Okay. And Are you asking the court to order child support at $509 a month beginning December 1 and monthly thereafter?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to order that you maintain this health insurance for your son?
Yes.
And you're asking the court to order that you and Mr. Montiel be ordered to pay half or split the cost of any uncovered health insurance.
Yes, ma'am.
And if court costs are billed, who should have to pay those?
Both.
You want to split the court costs between yourself and Mr. Montiel?
Oh, court, you said?
Court costs.
Ma'am, are you asking that
Oh.
Mr. Montiel pay the court costs?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Sorry.
thank you, Judge. And did you review and sign this order today, Ms. Ibarra?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you believe it's in the best interest of your child?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you asking the court to approve this order as submitted?
Yes, ma'am.
And just to confirm, you're asking the court to order that you're the sole managing conservator of your child?
Yes, correct.
Thank you. Judge, no further questions for Ms. Ibarra.
Court will approve the order.